All right, welcome back to Broncos franchise here on Madden 25. We're going to be taking on the Dolphins here, and they are actually a lower overall than us by like 1 point. Um, so hopefully we actually have a chance. Um, if you want, now you can become a channel member for $3.99 a month if you feel like you want to, and at some point we'll be adding early access to videos for channel members once we get a couple of channel members, but I don't feel like you have to. Subscribe if you want to keep updated on videos, but we're going to be taking on the Dolphins here. And part of the problem with this team right now is the fact that Derrick Henry is out for another 5 weeks. Signed him in the offseason. He got hurt in the preseason. Was going to be out for like, I don't know, 8 weeks or something. And then, obviously it was out a couple weeks of the preseason, first week of the regular season. So 5 more weeks, and he will be back. We have, I think I'm going to go run inside. And we actually have the revamped passing from College Football 25 has now been added into the game. So that is really good here. I want to check my volume control for a second. Okay, I mean, it seems fine. I was worried I had the menu music like at a 1 or something. But does not seem to be the case. We got an upgrade for Christian Barmore. We'll go run stopper. Did obviously lose to the 49ers last week. And, that was a game that I'm actually going to go power here on Nick Hunter. That was a game I was kind of thinking we probably weren't going to win. Going to get some run block power there. Didn't really think we had a chance to beat the 49ers. Play the full game here against the Dolphins. We got that revamped passing meter. Should make it easier to throw the ball. And we'll take on the Dolphins here. Bit of a foggy game here in Miami. Unless that was just from... No, it is. It's a bit rainy here. Alexander on the kick return. Going to get it up past the 30 to the 32. Look at Bo Nick's stats on the season here. It's only been 1 game. 2 touchdowns, no interceptions, only 155 yards. But no interceptions so far. We got Jerome Ford on the team. Edwards-Helaire's still here. Got Zach Moss as well. That's going to be a loss of 1. We got Brandon Ayuk. We got Bernie Towns in his second year at tight end. There's a throw to Bernie Towns. It's picked off. First interception of the season for Bo Nix. It's a pick 6. He just wasn't open. Tried to force it to him anyway, and yeah, this game's not starting out well. Alexander with another return already here. He's only going to get it to the 25. And we'll see if we can bounce back here. So throw to Troy Franklin. He's going to drop the ball there. Okay. Edwards-Helaire into the game. Just going to hand it to him. He's going to break a couple of tackles. He's going to have a first down. Breaking several tackles there. Could maybe go play action crossers here. Looking for Bernie Towns. He's going to catch it at the 50. Really need to answer with a touchdown here after the turnover. For some reason, Brandon Ayuk is in the backfield. And he's going to take a handoff. Yeah, that was a bad idea. Let's maybe not run the ball with Brandon Ayuk. Could we maybe have a running back in the backfield, please? Just throw to Brandon Ayuk, though. He gets 8. We could maybe go read option here. They're gonna give Bo Nix enough room to pick up the first down, so I can't be too upset with that. Just throw to Bernie Towns. He's gonna get 6. Just kind of taking what the defense gives us here. The handoff to Jerome Ford. He'll get maybe a couple. Bernie Towns is dislocated his elbow. And he's not going to be able to return to the game. Okay. Well, that absolutely sucks. Snyder is now in at tight end, and he is not very good. Jerome Ford going to pick up a first down. Injuries starting to pile up a little bit. Don't think Snyder's going to be, the player we can just go to whenever we need a completion. We're going to get sacked there. I was looking for something, I don't know what, but nothing really as open as I wanted it to be, so throw to Edwards-Helaire, that's going to be knocked down. He had absolutely no space here. I guess we'll go 4 verticals. Maybe we just... It's actually... I was going to try to look for the tight end. It's going to be a 51-yard field goal. In the rain, I mean... Yeah, we kind of missed on the accuracy there, and then I didn't bother with the power, so... 51-yarder in the rain maybe wasn't the best. I mean, we really can't go for it in that situation, though, after getting sacked. Throw to the sideline, and there's just nobody on that side of the field. Devon H. Ingans, some pretty big yards there. Tua's X factor, of course he is. He's going to throw that one. I bet this is roughing the passer. Of course it is. It's the rookie, Alex Randolph. That one's going to be incomplete. We did last week turn down sliders just slightly. since I'm not good at the game, but didn't seem to make a big difference against the 49ers. Just maybe a couple of more incompletions for the other team. It's just play actions. Screen, he's going to bounce off a tackle. and spinning and picking up the first down. That was Jalen Waddle. But a chance to get off the field there and just absolutely blew it. So here's a handoff. Get down to the 2. There's thinking that was Armstrong making the play there. That was nice. It's going to be 3rd and goal from the 7. So throw to the end zone. That's a touchdown. Of course we can't stop them. We can never stop the other team. It's 14-0. We need a touchdown on this drive. We have to have a touchdown here. Of course, now with Bernie Towns injured, it's gonna be tougher to move the ball. But I mean, we got Cooper Kupp out there. We got Brandon Ayuk, Troy Franklin. Of course, Cooper Kupp is not as good as he used to be. He's, really regressed quite a bit, but he's on the team. It gets us to a 3rd and inches. I think we just run the ball here. Just hand this off to Jerome Ford. He's going to have a first down. Again, I think we had a goal for the season of averaging 100 rushing yards, which, I don't know. I think that was the goal. I think that was something we did. It's going to be tough because we have really struggled to run the ball, especially without Derrick Henry. We're going to nearly get sacked there. Just barely gets the throw away. 3rd and 9. I don't really want to look for Snyder here. I don't know who's going to get open. We're going to try throwing it to Brandon Ayuk. Wasn't a good throw. If we go for this and we don't get it, we're going to be giving them a really good field position. So we're going to, I think, have to punt the ball here. It's going to take a bit of a bounce out to the 18. And we'll hope our defense can do something. So maybe they actually can. Here comes Tua with a throw. That's complete. That's going to be unnecessary roughness. It's going to be a late hit. Yep, that's gonna tack on 15. Gets them all the way out to the 48. I feel like our defense is maybe just a couple of players away from really being able to be actually good. Like if we had maybe another safety, maybe an actual really good defensive end or, you know, edge rusher. We get the sack there. That was nice. That was Armstrong again. He made a play earlier. I feel like we're just maybe a couple of players away. And then also just our secondary is going to continue to develop. Abrams Drain's going to go up overall. And so is Greg Newsome. But start at the 3-yard line here. This is going to have to be a long drive. We get nothing on that play. I'm probably looking for Brandon Ayuk here. He doesn't look open. Check it down to the tight end. He probably had got nothing on that play. We got to get something here. And it's 3rd and 8. Got to at least pick up a first down so we can have a easier time punting, but we get 5. It's just not enough. It's going to bounce past the returner, though, and he's going to step out at the 28, so it ends up being a pretty good punt. Still no points for us, though. We're Tua going play action. There's a throw. I think that is that Tyreek Hill? Is he still on the team? Is that... Not sure who that was, but either way, they're already out to the 41. Just play action again. That one's caught. That was a tough catch there, but they were able to get it. And we are just not playing well. Not playing well offensively. Defense is struggling a bit. Throwing that one deep. Should have been picked off. Able to knock it down, but I mean, that would have been an easy pick, and we just aren't able to come up with it. So here comes Elaine McNeil after the quarterback, but so was Abrams Drain on the blitz, and that's going to force a pretty long field goal with 2 minutes to go here. We're going to not block it, but they do miss it. Probably close to the block there, just not close enough. And I think with 2:09 to go, we're just going to run the ball this first play. Our defense has stepped up here a couple of times. We need the offense to do something. It's tough with Bernie Towns not in the game. Hopefully he's not seriously injured and going to miss several weeks, but we have to be prepared for that to be the case. We may end up needing to sign a tight end in free agency. That ball is out. I would argue he didn't catch it, but I don't think you can make that argument in Madden. So it's going to be a turnover. Jerome Ford fumbled the ball. The completion. Clock running here. Under 2 minutes to go. Again, probably just can't allow a touchdown here. As much as it doesn't feel like we're in this game, 14-0 is, it's not that big of a lead. There's a throw outside. Now they're pretty much into field goal range here. A field goal I would even feel okay about. Yeah, it makes it a 3-possession game, but that one's dropped. It does make it a 3-possession game, but you feel better about 17-0 than 21-0, especially if maybe you have time to get into field goal range before the end of the half. We'll probably take a timeout here. And then maybe if you can tack on 3 before the end of the half, Abrams Drain knocking that one down. They're going to line up for a field goal. This one's pretty makeable. Don't anticipate them missing again. And we'll have a minute and 2 timeouts to at least answer with a field goal. I feel like the defense has played well enough today. I think our offense is just struggling without one of our best players. Obviously, Brandon Ayuk's our best player on offense, but Bernie Towns really is the guy we go to when we don't know where to go. So makes it kind of tough. That's not a good throw. Lucky that one wasn't picked. I don't know what we really want to do on this play. It's play action. There's nothing we can do. We are sacked immediately. We're not going to run the ball on 3rd and 16. We got to try to get something. Just going to lob this up for Brandon Ayuk. I don't think he's going to get it. Yeah. We are definitely struggling in this game. Here's a punt. Going to get a bounce on it again, though. They're going to pick it up and have it at the 19. 36 seconds left. They do have 2 timeouts. I'd be kind of surprised here if they try to do much. But I guess you never know. They are going to throw the ball. And they're going to get sacked. I'd think about calling a timeout here, but I don't want to give them any opportunity to move the ball down the field at the end of the half. It's the end of the half. It's going to be 17-0. And let's get right into the second half. Running inside really hasn't been working. Could go throw it deep maybe in the second half. And there's not a lot. I'm just going to defend the inside run. I don't know. There's not a lot that the Dolphins have done in the first half here that's been real successful either. Their first touchdown came on a pick 6, and then they were pretty successful their drive that they scored an offensive touchdown. But I don't know. It's a loss of 4. Where our defenses feel like they're playing better. We got the rookie out there, Dom Ward, 2nd-year linebacker Earl Schaefer. Of course, we traded for Aleem McNeil. He's been playing all right. It's play action. That one's knocked down. And here comes Lee McNeil. He's going to get a sack. Great play there. It's going to get us the ball back. But again, it's not really going to do us any good if we can't get some points. We're going to maybe try to run the ball a little bit more. I don't know. Got to find some success with something. Got Edwards-Helaire out there. Got Jerome Ford and the fullback. He's check. Just only going to get a yard on the play. It's pretty unfortunate. Maybe we hit Snyder here on the crossing route. He can do something. Gets us to 3rd and 1. I mean, it's decent enough. Murphy is injured. Okay, is he? Is that like one of our special? That's got to be one of the special teams guys. Ford going to take the carry here. Drum Ford gets us a first down. I mean, we're down 3 possessions here, but a touchdown gets us back to a 10-point game. We don't have to hurry up. We still have plenty of time here. We can run the ball if we want to. Zach Moss going to get 3. Obviously don't want to run the ball every play, but still plenty of time. Don't need to worry about the clock at all. Good mesh spot here, I think. This could just be a third Edwards-Helaire. Let's get it to him. He's got the first down. Got just enough there. We're down to the 25 now. I don't know how much playing time Edwards-Helaire is really going to see. He may still get some playing time even when Derrick Henry comes back. I don't know. But really utilizing 3 running backs right now. Zach Moss hasn't been getting a lot of playing time. He's more of our power back. There's Jerome Ford's back into the game. He's going to get 4. Go with the stretch play here. Jerome Ford's still in the game. He's going to get it to 3rd and 1 at the 1-yard line. And Troy Franklin is hurt. That's not good. If we had Bernie Towns, I would just throw this to Bernie Towns. A run stick and just get him on an easy play. But we're going to hand this off to Zach Moss. 4th and 1. Let's go hurry up here. Let's go with the stretch play. Zach Moss into the end zone. Runs it in on 4th down. Let's kick the extra point here. I feel like that rain is affecting the kick meter a little bit, I think. Because we have a pretty good kicker. Signed Brandon Aubrey in the offseason. Big upgrade from Will Lutz, I think. Since Will Lutz has kind of regressed at this point, he's not real good. Down 10 here. We can come up with a stop. Then I will feel like we definitely have a chance. There's a flag down. Probably going to decline this. Because it's either 1st and 20 Or it's 2nd and 17 after the loss. And I'd much rather have a 2nd and 17. We're going to press here. It's a quick throw to the tight end. It's going to get him to a 3rd and 9. Let's see what we can do here on 3rd down. And that's complete. That's a first. Once again, we just can't get off the field. Tua only 160 yards passing today, but has been pretty efficient on 3rd down most of the time. There's a broken tackle. Burke can't make it, but he's going to force him out of bounds at the 30. I would be okay with holding them to a field goal. Would still keep this a 2-possession game. But we cannot allow a touchdown here if we want to have really any chance in this game. And I think part of the problem is our offense. It took way too long to get going in this game. It took way too long to finally score a touchdown. Luckily, our defense has kind of held up enough. Gotta try to hold him to a field goal here, or maybe even get a turnover. It's 1st and goal now. It's Jalen Waddle. I mean, they got a lot of great receivers on this team. So throw from Tua gets him to the 2-yard line. None of the receivers on the field on this play. They're going to throw. And Tua's going to get sacked back at the 9. 5 sacks for our defense today, which is kind of unusual. I don't think we had maybe 1 or 2 against the 49ers. Just play action. Tua looking to the end zone. That's caught for a touchdown. We absolutely couldn't allow that, and we did. And now with 7 minutes to go in the game, they are back up 17. Alexander on the return. We need some big plays now, and I'll be honest, I just don't think we have it. Have it in us at the moment. We could maybe send Brandon Ayuk deep here and try to lob it up to him. Bo Nix just doesn't have the accuracy down. I really just don't think he does, but gotta try something. We're sacked there. Sacked almost immediately. Troy Franklin looks like he's back on the field. I think he got hurt earlier. There's a throw to Brandon Ayuk. He makes the catch. Had a lot of traffic there. Somehow he's able to get that one. It's a screen. Needed a better throw on that. Lofted that one just a little too much for Troy Franklin. We just don't have time. There's a throw to Jerome Ford. He can't quite get the first down. Go halfback wheel here. We'll probably audible this to a run. It's going to be a handoff to Jerome Ford. just run right into our blockers. It's exactly what we want to do there, isn't it? So throw to Troy Franklin. He's got a first down. Again, though, we're down 3 possessions here. This drive's taking way too long. We're not. And there's an interception. I mean, that's the game. He's going to run this back for 6, I'm sure. I just decided where I was going with the ball before I threw it, so. I mean, the game was already over, wasn't it? 3 turnovers. Not all of them interceptions, though. Only 2 interceptions. We had that fumble by Jerome Ford. That one hurt. Because that allowed the field goal to make it a 3-possession game, I think. I want to say that's what happened. It's 31-7. I don't know what we even bothered to try here. Troy Franklin can't get much on the screen. Gonna throw this one to Edwards-Helaire. He's gonna make the catch. He's gonna bounce off a tackle. Tries to make a man miss, but can't. Okay, we got to find something positive here these last couple of minutes. If Bernie Towns is gonna be out, I don't know what we're gonna do, but knockdown. We may have to sign a free agent tight end if he's going to be out multiple weeks. Hopefully he's not. Hopefully he's just out the rest of this game and we don't have to make any adjustments. But I mean that's best case scenario, and that is rarely ever what's happening in reality. So likely going to lose him for a couple of weeks. I think he had I don't remember if it was an abdominal tear. I don't think it was. I think it was a shoulder I don't remember exactly what the injury was, but tried to throw that to Edwards-Helaire. He's not going to get it. A touchdown here would be nice. And we do have the time if we want to try to get this ball into the end zone. We're going to take off with Bo Nix here. And he's going to fumble. We're going to somehow fall back on it. It's a 2-minute warning. It's 31-7. I can't wait to play a team that's actually, not good. Of course, we're now overall point higher than the Dolphins, but the Dolphins have a lot of playmakers on offense. You got Tua, you got Jalen Waddle, you got Tyreek Hill. There's a throw to Jerome Ford. It's incomplete. Looking for Snyder here, the tight end. Okay. 4th and 9. Gonna loft this one up for Brandon Ayuk. It looked like it hit him in the helmet. He probably could have caught that. Kind of upset that he didn't. I mean, I would like to score again, so I'm going to use my timeouts here, even though that's probably a bad idea. They're just going to run the ball here, so should be able to get the ball back. It's like an end around kind of a toss there. Not sure what exactly we're trying to do there, but they pick up some yards. We'll get the ball back real quick, and we'll probably, do nothing with it, but there's an interception. Try to get it to the tight end. I was hoping he was going to throw it out in front of him, and they never do, so I don't know why I thought he would. Instead of just throwing it to where he already was. Oh. I don't know. Well, we didn't beat the Dolphins. We're going to go to 0-2 on the season. I don't know what the schedule looks like from here. Hopefully it gets easier. I don't think it will. Of course, we're in a tough division. We play the Chiefs twice a year. Chargers and Raiders can sometimes be tough too. So, then we, sometimes we don't get the most favorable schedule out of the division. 21 for 26 was Tua. Only had a long of 30. 3 interceptions for Bo Nix, no touchdowns. Bo Nix did not throw the ball well, 17 for 33. Still maybe getting used to the passing meter just a little bit. I think once Bernie Downs came out of the game, that really made a big difference. That was probably a large part of it. Jerome Ford had the fumble. Only averaged 2.9 per carry. Edwards-Helaire did okay, but only carried the ball 4 times. Zach Moss had the one touchdown in the game. Receiving, kind of all over the place. Nobody really did too excellent. No receiving touchdowns either. Defensively, I feel like we played well enough defensively. A ton of tackles for loss. Brandon Jones with 3, Abrams Drain with 2, Burke with 2 also. Ton of sacks, nobody with more than 1 though. No interceptions though. Feel like we played okay defensively. The offense just couldn't keep us in the game. And I think our game plan kind of fell apart once Bernie Towns wasn't in the game. Couldn't just get him the ball. I mean, obviously the guy we have as the backup tight end is not very good. Bernie Towns is going to be out for 3 weeks. We may need to sign a tight end to play the next couple of games. We got the Saints. I feel like it's a pretty winnable game. We can now negotiate contracts for next year as well. We'll do our regional scouting focus too next episode. And we'll probably look to sign a tight end. So it's going to do it for this one. I will see you in the next episode when we take on the Saints. Have a good day.